Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to your friendly neighborhood alpha psychopath, Schizo-Indigo. Welcome to your doom down the rabbit hole. Listeners' discretion is advised. These videos are not pertaining to the masses of asses, people who smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like God, who are in religion, people who are basically like everybody else. If you're a follower of a lot of people who are followers, please do not listen to my videos. My videos are very cringy, and it's not pertaining to the masses of asses. Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people who really got, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. This is a response video. I will put the link in the description. But of course, as you should already know, some people like these response videos because I'm funny. Please read my credentials down below. I don't care about critique from the world or anything like that. You can make fun of me. It doesn't affect me because my validation comes from within instead of without. Let's get on with the videotape. So far, TikToker bashes backlash for ruthless dating roles. And so this video is going to be pertaining to how guys can understand women's psychology. Okay? I'm going to be responding to everything they say and so forth. Parlay. All right, let's begin.
A TikTok influencer has some strong thoughts about what is and is not acceptable on a first date, and she's getting a lot of backlash for it. She's a makeup artist by the name of Cornelia, and let's hear her thoughts.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, study you a bit. Okay? So dinner it is.
Now, I teach guys all of the time. You guys are going to have to flip this role on women. Women are going to have to start acting like dogs, take them out the coffee to see if they fit your criteria for your application process, especially, okay? All those things she said is how the average woman think. 80% of women think like this because of their so-called single mothers, okay? They have not been raised by alpha fathers. And I keep telling guys and people all of the time, I said, have you ever been raised by your alpha father? And a lot of people be saying, yeah, I had it, but they don't know what an alpha father is. Okay. Case closed. So you got to watch out for women like these. You take them out for, guys, you take them out for a cup of coffee, they don't want a cup of coffee, then they fail automatically. They don't keep their mouth shut. This talking, you don't need to listen to that. You absolutely have nothing in common with a female, but only for procreation and multiplication. Procreation, multiplication, virginity, polygyny, that's what alphas think. Or charge them bitches to the game, because they're going to charge you to the game, right? Let's continue on now here.
Okay, so I think you can probably understand why she got a little bit of backlash for that. And I disagree with her on multiple fronts.
Right.
First of all, let's just note the assumption that if you go out to drinks with a guy or with someone...
Listen, most guys don't try to get women drunk, okay? So we're just going to clear that up. Most guys are not interested in getting women drunk. So these guys... Turks has been labeled as liberals, okay? Right? But common sense would say most men are not interested in getting women drunk unless a woman is in the wrong place, such as a bar... or some other bullshit, low vibrational place, okay? Most men are not interested in getting women drunk, all right? All right, let's continue.
On a date with, they're just attempting to get you drunk. Like, that needless, preemptive, I guess that cynical nature, it's unnecessary. Like, there are a lot of things in life to be cynical about. I think that goes a little too far, in my opinion.
Well, look, do a lot of guys try to get you drunk? Sure, right?
No.
But does every guy? Of course not, right? And it depends on what you're looking for. And so I have I have mixed feelings about the story because I think it's really interesting in culturally and in terms of relationships, etc. So on the one hand, she's unbearable, right? We're going to see what your table manners are like. Oh.
How you hold your chopsticks, what you order. Like, too judgmental.
Oh,
like,
no.
Look, live and let live. Come on.
No. when I was single, I went on a million dates, so I've been on dates with folks like this. I don't give a...
Listen. Dating consists of only a cup of coffee. I used to be blue pill, okay, in the past. I was ignorant, okay, and I didn't listen to the pimps during the day. I thought by taking the female out, I was entitled to some ass, okay, that day, okay, or some shit like that. That's how blue pill I was. Even though I learned from the pimps, okay, but then I realized, okay, it was like getting tiring because I wasn't getting no play. My teeth was fucked up too. So everything's about an image. So they'll most likely manipulate you just to get a free meal, okay? These days, women are about free meals now. They don't care about your looks or anything. If you just hit on them and you offer something, they'll take it for free of charge. But you ain't getting no ass. Not that week, baby. Not that week. They expect you to keep taking them out, okay? And then I learned the hard way. But you know what? Let's continue.
Well, you know what I don't give? I don't give a crap, let's put it that way. What you think of my table manners. I don't care. Oh, have you judged my table manners to be inappropriate? Have they not met up to your etiquette standards? I need you to piss off, like, in a big way. Could not care less. I find you generally loathsome. And then she says that then, I'll study you a bit. Oh, will you? Okay, well, I already studied you and decided you ain't worth it. Okay, so now why does she react the way that she does? Because obviously she's very attractive.
She is, yes.
Yep. Exactly.
Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about this detox technique.
Detoxing don't need to take
These
it that way.
detox
You don't have to go that
patches are
far
taking
with
the
detoxing.
A lot of guys, I'm sure, try to come up to her
Some
and
prune
buy her
juice
a
will
bagel or
detox your
whatever
stomach.
it is, and she thinks, no, I'm going to sell myself for more than that.
Stop eating so much.
I'm not sure that that's like a big selling point, right? Like,
Yeah.
And so, but the one thing I agree with her on and why I have mixed feelings is, well, that video is clarifying. So good. That would tell me I don't want to date you. I have no interest in you.
That's true. Yeah.
And it spares me a lot of time. Swipe left or right or whatever the kids do these days. Okay,
Yeah,
but I'm done with you.
No,
But let me tell you something about women. 9 times out of 10, if a woman's not honest up front, she's pulling your card. She's pulling your simp card. And I teach guys how to avoid women like the fucking plague, you know? Like, I believe that if she could write on her profile on the dating site, the longer she writes, the better quality type of female she is. She's being honest. The shorter she writes, the more likely she's deceptive. And I've already did a study and research on this myself. I put some attractive pictures up there versus average looking. I already did that study a long time ago. It'll always be the highly attractive over the average looking. Because if you're average looking in any kind of way, and you put down simple things, you're not going to... But if you are attractive and you put a long paragraph, you'll still get hits. Alright? So you try this yourself and you'll understand I'm telling the truth. I've did a lot of different research and different experiments on dating sites. I'm on lots of dating sites, man. But you know, let's continue.
that's a really great point. I mean, put your cards on. I don't know why I keep saying this.
I know, right? What is this like obsession with putting the cards on the table? They're fine. They're on the table. Everybody knows they're on the table. You've always had them on the table. Like, when did you not have them on the table?
Right, but I'm just saying, for her, you know, she's being upfront. She's putting her cards on the table to let the guys know.
She's saying, you have to spend a lot of money on me, and that is how I will judge you.
But here's
good. I don't want you then.
Here's why I disagree with her, though. And everyone's got their own preference. For a first date, I think that dinner...
Cup of coffee.
I do not prefer dinner for a first date. Because...
Well, now she changes it up now. You know, in the past, she probably was like, I'm definitely going to get some dinner out of this motherfucker. Most women think like this. They think, I even talk to women, I say, hey, do most women expect a dinner, like a big dinner? They say yes, all right? So let's just clarify that shit up. Now, she's just new to the game and going to dating services and with, you know, on internet, she's looking for a free meal ticket. And you guys got to have flipped that shit. You guys got to flip that shit. You got to tell her early that we going Dutch. Okay, we going Dutch. Every time after I started spending money on women, I used to take them bitches out to Red Lobster all of the time. But I said, nah, we going Dutch now, you know, because I don't know if you're going to be my quality cup of coffee or we going Dutch. Okay, you know, it's that simple. Let's be upfront. Don't take too much effort into it. You know, you have an application process already in play. You're not there just to eat and just fucking chat it up. You got to write the things that you want down. Because women in their minds, they thinking, okay, you got enough cash. She's going to ask you about your occupation. Let's continue.
Dinner takes a long time, right?
And a lot of money.
I remember that very short period of time when I was single between my ex and my now husband. Like, I went out on a lot of dates. And at first I was like...
Look at that face. That pussy stinks. Look at that. I'm gonna fucking... Let me see something. Let me see if I can make a... let me see it. Okay, I can take a picture. Okay, yeah, I'll put you... Look at that motherfucking face. Guys, alpha guys, virginity, polygyny, another country. All right, look at that face. That pussy stinks. I would never put my mouth on any female who's not a virgin, okay? Remember what the word simp means. Suckers investing in mediocre pussy, guys. Marriage is not necessary. All right? Okay, let's continue. Look at that face. Only if she had an alpha father to teach her that polygyny is key. Okay? She would have had a happier life. Okay? But women these days are selfish. They don't care about polygyny. They care about monogamy. And monogamy is not an alpha-like trait. All right? Let's continue. Look at that face.
Yeah, take me out to dinner. Take me out to dinner. Like, I was excited.
Oh my fucking God. See, you see, that's her personification. That's who she is now. When she moves like that, that's exactly how she is on the inside, okay?
You really
All right,
like
okay.
that? Or
Psychology, baby.
Or were your cards on the table? I guess your cards were on the table then, right?
Yeah.
Come on, dinner.
Take me out to dinner. Okay, anyway.
Did that work?
Yeah,
It did. I went out on a lot of dinners. And then I realized, dinner for the first date, not a good idea, because on the bad dates, on the guys where, like, I knew within 5 minutes, not for me.
Well, 5 minutes? What do you mean? After the dinner is fucking served, bitch? What the hell are you talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? Oh, then you don't go out on the date, right? You can see a person's appearance. You have to talk to them before he can take you out. Come on, let's continue.
Every minute felt like an eternity, and it's like, I remember feeling terror when the waiter or waitress, the server, I apologize, when the server approached us and asked if we wanted dessert. And I'd be like, no, I'm okay. I don't want dessert, because I wanted it to end already. Like, I wanted to go home. It was awful. I remember one day it was so bad that I literally went to the bathroom, spent like maybe 5 minutes in there, came back out and was like, we got to go. I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I got to deal with it. Like,
this is why you only take it for a cup of coffee. You don't. I had that shit happen to me on one or two occasions. My teeth is fucked up. So she already knew how I looked. So why would she set me up like that? Oh, she got to go to the bathroom. This happens more to guys 90% of the time. I know it's hard for you guys, and you guys are the victims. I know. But you're going to have to flip the role. I used to be blue pill, too. Don't get me wrong. As I said before, I used to be beta, but I was never a simp like most of you guys, okay? All right? So I didn't get a chance to get no pussy, which is sad. But I didn't get rejections from women to look at the bodies and fucking with strap-ons. That's another subject. Check out my credentials. Anybody who want to go to Gambia with me before it's too late, before August, you pay your dues. We're going to go there, okay? You pay your dues. We are going to go there. I lived in Ethiopia for 2 years. Check out my credentials. And Martha's Knowledge, the first one. I traveled, and I was lived there. And you know how I talk. I don't play games. I'm the real McCoy on the internet. No one has liked me. All right, let's continue.
The oldest trick in the book.
And after I did that, I decided, like, no
coffee,
more
guys.
Dinner dates for the first date.
No more dinner dates.
And I love the idea of grabbing coffee. First of all, coffee is great. See the guy or the girl or the non-binary person, whatever, in daylight,
get that shit
and
first.
decide whether or not you actually are attracted to them. Because I did go out on a date in, like, this lovely restaurant once, beautiful ambiance,
and he was
like,
unattracted.
but it was dimly lit, and I thought, like, he's all right. Look, I don't care what anyone says. You have to be physically attracted to the person, right?
Of course.
Second date, broad daylight, got coffee. No.
Listen. I teach guys how to fall for your type. So if you're a fatty, fuck with a fatty patty, man. Fuck who your type is. If I'm a 7, I should deal with someone a 7 or below, or even one number above. 9 times out of 10, I deal with 9s because I can handle 9s if their mental psychosis is okay. My wife is a 7 to a 6, okay? But a lot of guys don't know the numbers, but that's another video for another day, all right? So let's continue.
It happens. It's real. Cards are on the table.
Cards are on the table.
Okay, coffee's on the table. A lot of things are on the table.
So dinner's a bad idea, I think.
Yeah, mainly, of course, take them out for TooStrongCoffee.com/TYT. All right, no, seriously. Look, it happens both ways. I've been on disastrous dates.
No, it doesn't happen both ways. It mostly happens to men, okay? You know, men are being scammed, okay? All right, so this guy's a simp right here. You can tell. Hundreds of thousands of dates a day.
I never pulled I got the emergency call, I'm needed in the situation room. Right. But I remember one date I was on and this person just would not stop talking. And I'd be like, oh, that's an interesting point. And then like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to have a conversation and then I'm going to agree with you or whatever. Nope. And I couldn't wait for it to be over because her stories were incredibly long and uninteresting and unabating. I mean, her stories were on the table. They were all over the table. And it's okay. I love stories, but it's got to be back and forth. So these things happen, but that's why I'm telling you.
Two-way rapport is usually not a cup of tea for most women. Women don't really have a good two-way rapport. They just don't, okay? I try to keep a story simple and sweet, and I hawk from one interesting subject to another. If they're not interested, we talk about something else. That's why my interesting conversations fire, okay? You have to be a conversationalist, guys. Conversationalist. Become a renaissance. Read everything in the world. Do not sit there. I can talk to you literally. It doesn't matter who it is. For at least 2 hours, okay, straight about multiple subjects and multiple things. But the problem is that most people don't have that potential. They don't have that gift. So it's recommended that you like to be interested in every little thing. I'm a renaissance. I'm a master of many, I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none, okay? Just read something about everything. You don't want to be a boring doormat. Most women tell me when they fuck with the guy is just boring. That's all. When I was with my wife, she even called me boring a little bit. I said, I wonder how am I making you boring when I fuck that pussy right and I'm always making you smile every day. She was the one who's boring. And also because I wanted her sister. She knew I was going to divorce her ass anyway. But it doesn't matter. We still fucking though. It doesn't really matter. Until then, let's continue on now.
This story's mixed because...
Listen up. We are hiring. So if you are a salesperson, you're not making at least $15,000 to $25,000.
No, you don't need to make that much money.
I know I'm not interested in that kind of person. Maybe some people are, like Donald Trump. I mean, let's be honest. This is Melania Trump, right? She came in and she went to certain parties and with certain men, right? and Donald met her at one of those parties and both sides knew what they were getting into.
I just realized something.
What?
I mean, obviously dinner is pricier than like going for a walk or a coffee date or just going out for drinks. So, God, I'm so naive. So like,
yeah, you are.
I'm still going to give her the benefit of the doubt. But if one doesn't want to give her the benefit of the doubt and you're just assuming that she's looking for a dude with money, then, yeah, like her whole life is going to be spent with like an endless dinner with a bad date, but you're getting dinner, so go for it.
Anna, I cannot say this loudly enough. Of course! You didn't see that?
No, because my mind doesn't operate that way. It doesn't. I remember.
Yeah, it does.
I remember when Christian and I.
Most women lie when they make these judgment things on the air. Look at her age. She's older now. Now, when she's younger, she's going to be thinking just like she was. All right? So let's just keep it clear. Most women think like that woman who's exposed herself. As long as they have a form of beauty and narcissism, they always think that way. Most women. I didn't say all, but this woman in particular here, she thought that way too. All right.
I met Christian when he was working at a club. And we exchanged info, and we didn't have our first date until literally a month later because he was flaky, I was flaky. Neither one of us would actually commit to like the first date. But I remember one of the times that we were texting back and forth trying to set something up, I was already off of work. I was like having drinks with my friends, but I was about to leave. He didn't have to work that night, so he's like, hey, why don't we hang out tonight? I was like, awesome, let's do it. And you know what he told me? He's like, so why don't we meet at the park because I'm broke. I have no money. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, cool. Because to me, it's like, Cuban boy's fine, and I want to have a good time, right? Yeah. And if we have an interesting conversation, cool, but I'm actually interested in the person.
Yeah. No, that's the part you're missing. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's telling you, I mainly care about your money and being able to get a nice dinner. So that's perfect truth in advertising.
Guys like Bill Gates and people who are very well influenced, you got some lot of knowledge with you. You're not supposed to be fucking with one female. And you're not supposed to be getting married. You're supposed to be in another country somewhere taking care of your women and your children. Did you know that? Okay, yeah, you learn something from me all of the time. Little tidbits and pieces and stuff like that. But I can't teach you how to be I can teach you how to be a fetish gigolo, but you got to come to me for the services. Set up an appointment. As I said before, I am not a Kevin Samuels. I do far more things than Kevin Samuels on the side. I do not wish to become popular on this fucking biased ass fucking internet because I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to go psycho rage and shit. I don't want to do that. All right, because I got no time for that bullshit. I'm an honest person. You come into my inbox, you'll know who the fuck I am. I am not your fucking friend. If you don't like half of my content, I'm not your friend. Don't even connect with me. Let's continue.
Somewhat accidentally, but barely accidentally, right? And so, I've been in that position, and I remember this person I went out with in DC. I was like, I don't have any money, so can we go to CPK? And you got a job.
Oh,
can you
CPK's delicious.
Yeah, and so she paid for stuff, and that's because one person sometimes has money and the other one doesn't, and that's what normal human beings who like each other do, and they adjust and etc.
Well, most of the time when guys speak about their past experiences, they're telling the truth. But when women speak about their past experiences, they're usually lying. So be careful now. I know this because I've talked to more women than you have, okay? Trust me on this. They're liars, okay? Especially at a certain age. Depending on what you ask them, they're going to lie. Now, guys lie too, but not on a particular level as women do. Because they got nothing to lose, okay? Because they don't feel love. They don't feel that love that they need, okay? But women do feel that love and need. And they're great. They're going to be definitely going to tell you the positive lies instead of the truthful, deceptions, okay? They're going to tell you shit like, okay, I know when I was younger, I never really wanted the guy. Even if he didn't have any money, okay? That's a lie automatically. Any young female before the age of 20 that says, I never wanted the guy. I said most, this is most, because of his money or his looks. She's lying, okay? All right, so let's continue.
But for a lot of folks, it ain't about whether they like their personality.
See?
Right?
Man.
Melania Trump did not pick Donald for his personality.
Or looks.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's keep it real. Let's keep it super real.
Yeah, you got that
and
fact,
so, and in terms of what kind of date you should go on, it depends, right? So
since you know that most women do not crave your personality nor conversation, I've been told by many women, your conversation is fine. I said, yeah, but they don't really drive for me like that. They're not sapiosexuals. I'm drawn by intellectual stimulation. I have OCD with used vaginas. So when they say that to me, that only bumps me up, but I don't really care too much. I just want to try to procreate. So if women are thinking like that with you, they don't care about your personality, you should only think about the box down there. Procreation. Them babies create kids. That's money. Everything is an asset to a fucking alpha. Everything is an asset to an alpha. Take the emotions out. It's okay to play with her. It's okay to be a tiny bit fucking simp, a little bit simpish, or not simpish, but romantic, okay? The word simping means you fucking want to use vagina, okay? That's simple. Don't waste your time, okay? But it's okay to be a little bit romantic here and there, but give them 2 tidbits, and don't push it. Because she's not giving you, then she's not reciprocating that energy back to you. So what's the purpose? You don't care about your personality. I told my wife this. I said, I don't really care about what you do. Just remember, you will always be on the chain, okay? When you try to pay for my services. And I talk to women in my past who keep talking to me all the time, but they ain't got no money. So I can't come back, honey. No money, no honey. Let's continue.
At Wendy, I met her at a club too. She says, no, it was a restaurant. Okay. Who cares? It was a club, so what?
Who
right?
cares? Yeah.
Anyway, so
women are more superficial.
When I met her, she was skeptical about me, which makes sense. She should have followed that instinct. But anyway, I asked her out to lunch because I wanted to make sure that she felt comfortable and safe and broad daylight, and this doesn't know this guy, just met him, gives the number. So let's play it cool. Let's go have lunch outside, right? And see if we like it.
Listen, guys. the new age man now. It's about an application process before you meet. Alright? No longer do you just go out in surprise and not even get a chance to know the female. You're only taking her out because she meets your qualifications and standards. She has to meet you in person to see if she's bona fide attracted to you, but she might not even be attracted to you. So you're going to have to take the chance of getting her knocked up and taking care of the child. Get rid of the child. Get rid of the woman. Take care of the children. Okay, all right? And it's better to do this overseas because it's like a waste of time talking to the womanized, feminist females over in these developed countries. Because I know countless fucking guys who got their dowry taken and shit in another country, a developed country. She only been with him for like 5 months and shit. Next thing you know, bam, boom, about she want to go to court and shit. I could tell you countless stories, man. Seriously, some fucked up stories where guys just didn't even get no pussy and fucking kill fucking families and shit, man. I could tell you fucked up stories. Let's continue.
Then we can go to a date or not, right? Or go to a dinner or not. So it depends. But that's if you're mainly using the date to figure out if you guys match and if you have similar personalities, similar likes, dislikes, and you would actually like each other as human beings. If you're using the date for other reasons, mainly financial.
I know. You've been burned before. Perhaps you've tried cheap press release services. They didn't work.
Well, then you wouldn't want that, and at least she's being clear about it.
So she did address some of the condemnation. So I'm going to give you her quote. She says,
you would also need condemnation, of course, if things go well.
Condemnation?
But, okay, yeah.
Condemnation? What do you mean condoms? We don't need no condoms. Alphas don't use condoms. The fuck are you talking about? We ain't no hoes and no fucking whoremongers. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some bad fucking whores out there. Alright, some whoremonger men out there who just bang it and just leave because they're fucking deadbeat dads. But there'll always be more deadbeat mothers because it's about the choices that they make. But condemnation, I don't use that word too much though. But the way they say it, condom, I thought it was condemnation. Yeah, it is condemnation. I don't use that word that much. But anyway, let's continue. Condoms.
Go ahead. I'm here all week. That's what happens on a date with me. Like, okay, no, glad it was lunch.
Okay. She says, I mean, I understand that you guys say dinner is high maintenance, but that's just like what I'm used to, Where I come from, and that is Europe, Croatia, men pay for the first, second, third, or whatever. You're so right, it was about the money. Like all the dates. And I'm not going to change my mind about this. That's how I was brought up. I could never be with a guy who makes me pay for my meal on the first date. Wow. Let me just say, and then she was saying all this while she was pouring that wine or champagne. I don't know if it was champagne or wine or whatever, but...
on a private jet, seemingly. In other words, don't come at me unless you're really rich, because all I care about is your money. The private jet cinched it. If you weren't super duper clear, she takes the picture and says, you need to have a lot of money, because I'm looking for money if we're going to have a relationship.
Dude. Relationships are really hard. They are. And I'm not talking about this is new, butterflies, super exciting. I'm talking about marriage.
Oh, the thing is that relationships are pretty easy to alphas because you know why? You make yourself very clear. Now, it's good to entice fear in a female so she can run away so she won't play. Okay, if you give her an inch, you take them out. Like when I brought my wife over here, I told her there's multiple things that can happen to your body. Okay. The first thing is that you won't be returning to your country at all if you fuck with me. I gave her these 3 things. You could end up getting killed. Okay, it's not by me. Okay, or you could just be you could get sick and die. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I gave her 3 options. I don't understand. Okay, but she wanted to take the chance. You will only feel abused if you do these things. Okay, and if there'll be a deal breaker and everything. If you're upfront with women, then they'll know not to fuck with you. I remember dating this female in Ethiopia, right? She sensed something about me. She was the only female. And she sat down with me. I took her over there for a soda, okay? And I was like, before I could take her in the hotel and inspect her body, because I'm an inspector, okay? We sat down outside. I got her a Fanta, and she asked me some questions. And very inquisitive. A good woman usually asks questions. And she said to me, quote unquote, this thing right here, I bought this from Ethiopia. And she said to me, do you believe in magic? I say, yeah, but it only affects the bad, okay? Okay, and then she just got up, and then she left, okay? And she was like, I can't deal with anybody who deals with magic. And I said, okay, have a nice life. You know, no problems here, okay? It's just, I told my wife this too as well, okay? When I first met my wife, I told her I'm the Holy Spirit and the Holy Man. I believe in Christianity, okay? I believe in her Jesus, okay? But I really believe myself as Jesus because I don't have no sins. But I just say all of the time to people up front. I tell them up front, this is who you're going to deal with. But what female would deal with me? Most females would not deal with me because I've been up front, okay? But that's a great thing. And I guess you guys have to start doing that if you don't want to simp. Because a lot of women aren't virgins no more these days, guys. They got to come with more to the table. They got to be trained, okay? And it's not all their fault. It's just that it's either they want to learn or they don't want to learn. Most women don't really want alphas. And most women don't want betas. They want that 25% of beta alphas out there who's willing to impress them. All right? That's a fact, okay? All right, let's continue.
Like, I don't know if she's looking for marriage, but if this is her mindset, and she ends up marrying simply for money, you're going to have a hard time.
70%.
No, he's going to have a hard time. Yeah, okay. So, because at the end of the day, if they get divorced, it might be mission accomplished for her.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, buyer beware.
70% of divorces are caused by women. Think about how many simps out there who did not have the audacity to try to divorce her. When she's actually giving them mental abuse. I know so many guys who have killed themselves over because of fucking marriage, man. Do you understand this? They lose their children in court, but they are not going to talk about it in the media. This is fucked up. You guys are going to have to flip this shit. You guys are going to have to flip this shit on the women's head. But I'm not hating on a woman's hustle, because to me, when women need services, I got shit on the side, because that's what I do, okay? I got my own fans only paying account, okay? You know, I ain't worried about what y'all guys got to do with it. I just do it. This is what I offer, and this is how much you're going to pay. If you want a relationship with me, you got to be this, and that, and that's it, okay? You know, but y'all guys got to deal with the bulk of it. I know how hard it is for you guys. I know how hard it is. Trust me. If you listen to me, you'll go well, okay? All right, let's continue this video.
She couldn't have been any clearer. Yeah. So, again, I support it because I'm in favor of clarity.
Clarity.
You know where I like cards? On the table.
That's right.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live.
All right. So since you learned something in this video, please, guys, okay, join my posse in the Emerald Pill, okay? And if you don't trust me, get the hell out of here. I already told you before. I've already said this very clear, and I'm upfront with you. I don't like subscribers. I only look for the few elite who are willing and interested to be true alphas. I know I may seem cringy in the face, but if you actually get a chance to know me, I'm not as cringy as you think. But I have to make my videos this way because YouTube algorithms and some biased shit, I can make these videos easily. It's fucking rolls off my tongue like water. There ain't no Kevin Samuels like me. There ain't no Tommy Sotomayor or Tariq Nasheed. Those motherfuckers are frauds. Though I read their information and content. I watched their videos and shit. I understand I'm the real McCoy. And you'll only find the real McCoy that's not popular. To be popular is not a wise thing. Alright? If a lot of people know you, you can get into a lot of trouble. To be too ambitious is unwise for a wise man. Okay? Alright? I'm out of here, you guys, because I'm not Yo Arse, man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And remember, anybody who want to go to Gambia with me, or maybe even Kenya, okay, pay your dues to me, get in touch with me, and we'll talk. But you will see me on camera, because I like to record shit. I'm on Pornhub, motherfucker. Okay, I got videos. Yeah, I'm talking about because I got it. Okay, all right, I got it. Trust me, I got you. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.